And the very top and looking at nature where there's really not many people having much to do with what's going on. Wow, nature just organizes itself so nicely, perfectly. It's almost everywhere I looked was a painting. So anyway, all right. So so what do we do here? Okay. It's pretty much a square, isn't it? Okay, let's just make that a square. So maybe the best way to go about doing this is just to give ourselves some landmarks. What so a landmark would be like, for instance, we have this line here and something like that. And then there's a couple of little. I mean, you're looking at somebody else's. I mean, this looks like intuition on a page to me. I mean, I don't know about you, but my mind doesn't function in perfect geometric little forms. Um, I I see things more like this in my mind, kind of almost random acts of um, let's see here. So okay, I have another here, and then we got that. You got the blue thing there, the red, and the blue thing there, and okay. And we come down, we got, and believe me, it doesn't matter if you don't get this all perfect, okay? Don't think about getting it all perfect. Just think of it like you're just trying to get um an idea of somebody else's connection to themselves, really. I think I certainly relate to this painting. And I relate to the other one too. I mean, I have to say, a lot of mid-century design influenced quite a bit of what I did as an art director. Okay, okay, got a few things here. All right, and don't feel like you have to get every perfect little thing. Um, okay, that's pretty good. With something like such, I probably could have maybe brought the whole composition down a little further, but yeah, we got a few of these. I mean, it's weird, dude. The more you look at this, the more I see all kinds of things that have been designed since then. Right here in this painting, you can just feel the influence. Wow. So I think, all right, so I'm just going to come in with some black lines. They're pretty thin. I'm just going to do this with my pen I'm going to use a permanent pen here um so I can just paint right over it. And you got this big dark mass here. And the red. And then you got this right sort of squarish. But you can just see how he's uh it just feels so unconscious. That's the word I was looking for. It feels unconscious. And right? So I think that he's really taking from Eastern art, Indian, Asian, all kinds. Um, you don't have to hit every single one of these, but just
Inspiration from
actually, I do like
this
the
master study
nice.
class. This
Oh well.
Rob,
Now I'm going to go more green, so
I'm
ultramarine.
using different
Prussian
technique
lemon.
called marbling.
Now this Prussian
ink
blue
is
here, this
special.
is more Prussian blue in here. That's a little bit
There's
bluer.
a float
Green.
in the center. Is a piece of paper that comes with the product.
I'm seeing a touch of it in there. And then when you want a little bit more yellow, just add more. I'm going to go with lemon.
Just chase this float and go where it takes me.
Little touches. Look how it just feels his way around the composition, just like a little kid. In touch with his intuitive side. All right, and then in the center here we have a again, I'm going to take the Prussian blue and mix it with a little bit of cad red. So the Prussian blue
Let's move this
dominates,
to the center.
but it's just a little bit. That's almost fire. Yeah, I actually, I'm sorry. What seems to work better is the magenta and the Prussian blue, but the Prussian blue very much dominating it. Now in this area back here. Red. Yeah. And those incredible little black marks. They're just all over. Alright, well that's fun. That's enough to get us there, I think. Now, I just want to reiterate, let's try not to get too hung up. In fact, you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to give myself 2 squares. Let's see what I can get out of here. Down in the center. One about there, one about there. Or should I do one big channel? You know, I'll do a bigger one here. It's going to be too small. One right there. And then I'm going to do one on another piece. And I want this one, just use this one to loosen you up. I mean, we already did those comps, so. Okay, now. But don't think of this as a comp, just think of this as something you do for yourself, based on what you're looking at. Remember my first, remember when I did this? Just based on my own sort of intuition. That's what I'm going to do first. And then we'll go into the copy. The reason why is I think you'll actually get a lot out of this. This is fast though, okay? I want you to really give in to your intuition, really. Just let your, just something I believe in quite a bit and I do quite a bit. So, and I'm not really going to do exactly like what I'm looking at here. I might take little influences out of it, but I'm just going to kind of you do your own. You don't have to copy what I'm doing. You do things that inspire, but really just want you to make marks. They're influenced by what he's doing here. He's letting his unconscious just take control. Do that all. Now, I'm going to take some more primary here, yellow, lemon yellow, and I'm just going to, it's got a little bit of blue in it, that's fine. Need some of that in there. I'm going to dance a little bit up in here. This is what I feel like what he's kind of doing. Not so planned. But there's certainly an organization to it, no question. Okay. And then I'm going to do something red. Maybe a fade. It gets a little bit lighter over here, and then maybe possibly a little darker, and just let it fade. Maybe even some magenta, and some Prussian blue right there. Just let it do its own little fade in there. What I'll do here is just get a little bit more red, just work it out into it. There we go. And maybe possibly some ultramarine blue. So we're just going very primary here. I'm going to go strong with the blue over here on the edge. Just want to do something strong. They make some of their own little shapes as well. Maybe it needs a little bit of balance over here. I love when he makes his little hatch marks. It looks so like an innocent sort of search. And now I have all of these primaries. I think I want to come in with some tertiary colors. I could have gone with secondary. Why not do a violet and an orange and a green, right? We will. Right? I think first I want to just start off. I'm just going to come up with a nice little brown going in here. Maybe something a little bit more. Yeah. I don't want to wash that out. I don't want it to be so demanding. Just gonna thin that out a little bit. And same idea, but maybe this time a little bit greener. I'm digging this. So I hope, I'm personally learning quite a bit. And I hope by just doing this, like I say, maybe you're actually learning more by doing this than the copy. Doing the work inspired by. I don't know. Are you? What do you think? Any
Yes.
Yes, that's
yes, because I don't have to think. I can just let the
yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Definite yes.
That's what I was thinking you would be. And I'm sitting here looking at the Kandinsky going, no, I know how to teach this. Let's just do it. I don't want to have to always be locked into a pure copy. I'm not even sure I want to copy it now. This is a copy. It's a we'll call it a study. It is called Master's Study, right? I intentionally named it that for that reason. So I love this when he does these little sort of. See, that's inspired. There's these kind of little notchy, little searchy things. I love them, and they add all this little. They bring the viewer in, and they're like thinking, "What's he doing there?" He's just searching around, You don't have to be so big and bold all the time. Sometimes maybe you just get these little areas going, Just get involved, like life, right? Sometimes we make big moves, and sometimes we're just lost in the details. Yesterday, wow. And my mom's a psychologist, and she's really into spiritual realm of things. And she asked me about a week ago, did you notice a surge of energy? Did any of you notice a surge of energy about like last Friday or so? Friday? Did anyone have like a big energy surge? Well, anyway, so she asked me, did you have a big energy surge lately? And I said, whoa, yeah, I did, and I didn't say anything. I didn't know, I said something to Carol, but I didn't. So at least I had a little proof. I told Carol, I said, Mom knew I had an energy surge. How'd she know that? She said, because we were bombarded by vibrations. I guess they measure vibrations that are going on, and I guess it wasn't like a solar thing or anything like that. We were bombarded by vibrations, right? So she mentioned that, and I'm like, Mom, yeah. And I've been getting a lot of them. She goes, okay. She goes, you're connected. She goes, write down your dreams. write them down. So I've been writing them down like crazy. And I've been having some wild dreams, psychedelic dreams. And I like, where is that coming from? She goes, you're being bombarded with vibrations right now. Like, okay, I'm going with it. All I know is that I have crazy energy at the moment. Yesterday, you wouldn't even know. I got so much done; it was unbelievable. I'm like, I really got all that done in one day. Wow.
So does she say what she thinks it's coming from? Because I've been feeling that too, but I thought I was just getting better from having been sick. I didn't think it was a big, like a universal thing or a cosmic thing. But I've been feeling that too. Did she say where she thinks it's coming from?
I mean,
I'm not an astrologer, but 3 of my astrologer friends say there's very strong planets all lined up and whatever.
oh yeah, that's right.
Is that what she said?
That's right. Yeah. She's always into that ever since I was a kid. You know, she's really into energy. And but for some reason she says I'm particularly connected for some reason. I don't know what it is. Probably because I just trust my intuition. I follow it. I always have. I don't know where that comes from. My daughter's exactly the same way. She just goes. She just goes forward. She doesn't look behind. She makes her mistakes. She makes her successes, and she just moves forward. She's like, I've got this experience. I've got one lifetime. I'm doing it, and no apology. I mean, boy, is she getting mature too lately. Wow, she's been saying some really smart things at 23. Like, especially with, because she wants to meet a guy, but it's not like it used to be where she felt like she found her identity through that or anything. Now she's just like, you know, I thought of you, Henry. I watched your little demo where you did the ink on the water. Is Henry here? There he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
You did the ink on the water, and then you. Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. Do you want to see?
You doing it? Oh.
I'm working on it right now. Can you see it?
Oh.
Yeah.
You are good. See,
Yeah.
I felt you, Mister.
Yeah, I got the water here. I just did this print, the marbling.
Oh. What? So you did that?
Yeah, I just made a marbling. If you want to, I can share a little bit the process. Let me clean this water.
Marbling. Okay. Wow.
Henry, what paper are you using?
Rice paper.
Watch him do this, everybody. It's phenomenal. It is. I'll do mine up here too. You gotta see it though. I mean, when you look at that, you just think, well, I'm sure so many modern masters got so many of their ideas from what he's doing right here. And this is probably an ancient technique, right?
Yeah, it's a 10th century technique.
Right.
Japanese refined it, so they claim they're the original, but actually, yeah, we don't have the actual artwork, but the recording goes back to the 10th century. So but they did better in later development. So it's known as Suminagashi, means flowing ink flow in the water.
Okay.
Yeah. So you basically you can use just ink and soap. Let me just show you.
And soap.
Yeah, this is how I start. Yeah, I just use it very cheap ink from Daiso. Like $2, less than $2 ink.
Yeah.
And a drop of dishwash in the water.
Yeah.
And you got 2 brushes, one with ink. Okay, and then you just barely touch the surface. The tension of the water will make it spray. So it's just floating on. You won't see this in the beginning, but gradually you'll see that. So I got another brush. I just use a little soap water, and I do it alternatively. So you'll see the concentric circles appear.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it works. Oops, I got confused. I got ink in there. So one is a clean dishwash. It's like a 1 drop to half cup. Yeah, see that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that they just see that rain comes out. Yeah. You see? Now you see.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I can do it pretty fast like that. So you got the ink, right? But you can also purchase this on Amazon for $11. You got the colors here, and they come with a float. So I just put it in the center of the circle here, and then I drip on this float. Whoops.
Oh.
Okay, so this is how it works. So you put like a yellow and whatever color you want, green, just like let's just do.
Where's the soap, by the way? Is soap in the water?
The soap in the water is like white. It will whenever you want the white, the blank, you just use soap. You can use a drop of a dishwasher.
Yeah.
And just touch it with a hair, or like here I got a fabric. It's just like piece of tape. I got a fabric, just like a hair thing. I just dip in the soap water here, and I just touch. You see, just a little bit.
Oh yeah. Okay, so it pushes it. Okay.
Yeah, it pushes. It creates a space, create a white. So that's how it works. Yeah. That's the magic. You can move this float around, but you don't have to. But if you do it without the float, it will go to the sink. You see the color sink to the bottom, right? So that's, you can blow it to create this kind of Turkish marbling, just like this. It's zigzag, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's, you see, I just shake the surface with my hand. You see that? You see the zigzag thing happening there?
Yeah, you're getting the zigzagging, right?
Yeah.
That looks really natural, yeah.
Yeah, so they got black also here. And you can drive that black with this dishwasher. See? Wow, that's too much.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just
gotta play with it, right?
yeah, you have to control the
Henry, do
amount.
you have a piece of paper in there, or it's just water?
Just water, and you can use any absorbent material, including fabric, silk. In the past, you know, you can use rice paper, and you can use watercolor paper. May also work if it's absorbent. Let me just use this this to test. You can use card, you know, just like this mixed media paper I got from the card. Let me just take this piece off. My notebook paper. Let's see if it works.
You're gonna get famous on the internet from doing this thing.
Okay.
Go viral.
This is just a piece of mixed media paper. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just take this like this.
Yeah.
And make a print. I think it's a little bit too large, so I can do it like this. I think,
Right.
just to kind of.
Just kind of roll it in there, yeah.
Yeah, just like that. But it won't.
It's okay.
It
Cool.
it will not stay because it's not. It will still kind of moving around like that.
I like the writing in there too.
Yeah.
The way it's pushing away from the
Because
writing.
this paper does not. It's sized. I think it's a hot press. So
Not the best.
yeah, but you can see if it's rice paper or napkin. You can use a napkin or hand paper, that kind of thing. It would.
So because it doesn't have any sizing in it?
Anything absorbs. That's what it says. Yeah. So yeah. Now
I'm into this.
yeah, I can use rice paper to show you.
Yeah.
I think.
I actually love it.
Yeah, this paper is the cheapest. It's like $1 from Daiso. You can get easy.
Oh.
Yeah, just
Okay, I'll go in and get it.
and it might not hold. So I let me just take this away. So I grab the dry part. You know, I see this is what's left.
That's a great little underline.
Yeah, this is like a background that you can paint on it.
Paint right on it, yeah.
You could just choose like a clouds, and you can paint a landscape.
What a great start, though. Look, I can see the hills in it. I can see the valleys,
Yeah,
river. Yeah.
yeah. What you can do is you can use this hot print paper as a transfer. You can make a stamp on this. Let me just just transfer this color onto the rice paper like this. So you can make mono prints like this.
I'm going to get over that, though.
In Japan, this Suminagashi Harry, the black and on the water,
Yeah.
it's called it's auspicious.
Mm.
Because black is like a difficulties or unfortunate things, and that's all flow with water.
Yeah.
It's going away. So it's Suminagashi. This way is supposedly a very auspicious.
It's a meditation.
But I didn't know, Henry. Was it or you? I saw the Japan things, but it came from China.
Okay, the recording I checked on what is it called, Perplexity, right? It's AI search engine, and they found the original source is in the original text actually is written in the notebook by a Tang Dynasty artist. Yeah, he created the landscape painting in a pool of water on silk. But we don't have any painting left. We have the name of the artist. But, yeah, I think just from the recording, it shows you have to do it on still water start with, and then you kind of manipulate with blowing air.
We use Japan. They use for like a kimono pattern.
Yeah, they use for decorative purpose. But in China, it started with the painting. Yeah.
Oh, I see. From painting.
Yeah, we don't have that decorative paper.
They'll put a fish on there and they just pull it off like a print almost.
Yeah.
What is that called? Is that Japanese or?
Yeah.
Oh, the what is it called? Fish rubbing, right?
Yeah. That's a word. I forgot.
Okay.
You place it on the paper, right?
Yeah, in China, we put a rice paper on top of the fish and then we rub it on the paper. But in Japan, they put the ink right on the fish. That's different.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. This kit is really fun. It's good for if you have grandchildren. You will love it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you got instructions in English here with all the tricks and the tips, Japanese and the instructions. Marbling dye. It's a dye. Yeah. But you can dye fabric if you don't have rice paper. You can dye T-shirt, anything. You can even do boxes, paper boxes. Also like tie dye, like this. Yeah.
I used to love that. I mean, I grew up loving that.
In Japan, there's a company who does this for like a kimono or some textile for this Suminagashi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is the brand. This is the brand, I think. Is that the Boku Ando? Boku I don't know.
Oh, that's Japanese?
Yeah, it's a Japanese product.
Marbling.
Marbling.
What is? I can't see. It says marbling. Good.
Yeah, it's a Suminagashi. I can send you a link.
Sumi means sumi.
Suminagashi.
Nagashi is to
ink flow. Yeah. Yeah, I can send you the link on Amazon. Yeah. It's $11. But there's another one. Don't confuse. It's a Turkish style marbling also. So you wanted the Japanese one. The Turkish one has a water thickening paste. So they do something like the peacock pattern. That's a Western style marbling. The Japanese version is more intuitive. It could be very pattern-like, but it could be more spontaneous. Either way, depends on your preference. I like the Japanese version. The just clean water without anything in it.
Yeah.
I think the other one has some it's paste. It comes with the kit also if you want.
I just googled it. It's Suminagashi itself is original Japan.
Uh,
It has like a 1,000 years of history.
yeah, I
Yeah.
can send you
Yeah,
the.
they actually, aristocrats enjoy the pattern that is created by putting a sumi on the water.
Yeah, that's started in China, but I think they developed into
really?
into a
It
craft.
says it
Yeah.
from China?
I mean the recording.
It says in Japan.
I can send you the link, the source, the Chinese text and the English translation. Because I was asked by one of my students, to give to provide the original source of that recording. So if you say 10th century, then you probably will find it.
Oh yeah, there's a yes. It's a China's Liu San.
Yeah. It's
That's become Suminagashi.
yeah.
Right?
The earliest recording is in China, but we don't have any relics.
986.
Yeah.
Then Japan started to do a bit among the aristocrats, but they just enjoy the pattern on the water.
Right. So
Love that.
I think Japanese certainly has developed, refined it into
I
a
see.
craftsmanship, into crafts that more advanced. Yeah.
Okay.
So let me just get this link and then share this with you. Okay. I think the chat. Yeah, this is the. If you want to get the same
Okay.
product.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for bringing the
Thank
class
you.
in that direction. I mean, that's I mean, it's so rich. What you add to the class, what you add to the class by doing that, by showing us these other. I mean, you can see how influenced modern artists were and are today, as well, by world arts. Really, this is just
You know what kind of painting I have?
beautiful.
It's one.
Let's see what we got. I think I'm gonna just kind of go on with this thing here, and just again just little. Strong. This part up in here was feeling a little isolated, so I brought some things from there down into here to sort of make them come together. definitely think those big marks do a lot. And you know, I didn't do too much of with he does these little gradation, little fades. I'll take like a something I have here. Now, just fade it in. Maybe a little darker at the top. And then just fade that in. A little bit of water. There. I like there's kind of a fade there. That's good. Maybe if I can do enough here. You get getting these feelings of not just, I mean, I like pure swatches of color, but I also like to see gradation. And certainly you could take white, let's see. Find that out. So, kind of a blending fade. That's the only reason I'm doing it. Just to have some things that are blends. But you know, there's nothing wrong with having also and we have all these dark marks, why not have a light mark? Very, very liberating. And I have this watercolor paper here. The Kati paper. You guys are familiar with it? You don't have to use this. I mean, any paper will do. I just kind of wanted to play with it. I'm just going to kind of getting some secondaries too by just mixing a little bit. Here's the secondary. Maybe getting a little bit of violet in there too.
I'm applying the white on the back side so the color on the front will still be there. It's a glaze. This is just to make the background a little whiter to recover. This is a focal point, one of the focal point. I like it. There's like a little Sumi painting there. And also here, in this area, I like to keep the brush stroke, calligraphic brush stroke. Yes?
A bit of water.
Come in.
Bad things happen. Look like when you just drag it across this paper and you get those random marks. Oh boy. Lost. Lost in the work. Best place to be. Or shall I say lost in the experience of that? It's another thing my mom says is that if you just look at things as experience, everything is experience, then there's really there's no failing, and there's really no actual success either. There's just the experience. I mean, she says that might be the reason we're here. Certainly.
Everything's a growing experience.
Yeah. Yeah. You get the experience, you grow. Yeah. But sometimes understanding things it takes you kind of giving yourself to it and trying to either feel what the artist, just understand what the artist is going for. Then it usually falls into place. It really makes sense. Okay. All right, we'll do the 10-minute deal. I'll let you have that. I have this dark. I have all this dark water in my. That's why it looks like there's a card in here. That's actually in my palette. I don't know how I'm gonna get this palette to the sink to dump it. How am I gonna do that? Maybe I'll dump a couple here. I'll put a couple big sponges in there. Absorb all this, a lot of it. And this is gonna. I'll put it in here. That's good. Okay, 10 minutes. Through the crit.
it. I think maybe some.
Okay. Let's see where we are here now. Okay. Thanks for the link there, Henry.
You're welcome.
Links in the chat, everybody. You don't have to hit that real quick here.
Kandinsky.
Oh. Okay. Okay, Lynn. What's going on, Lynn? Oh, is this something else? Are you there, Lynn? No? Yes?
That's Succession 1935. And it was in my former mother-in-law's kitchen.
Oh, okay.
But it was framed in peach, and I've been told the red fades to orange after like 30 years or something. So
Yeah.
but I remember the frame of it, the border was peachy.
What's your work? Any? Is it good?
No, and I'm not ready.
Hi.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the piece that was in the class earlier.
I can see the rainbow colors in the background. Wow.
Yeah, I did the black with ink stick. The grinding ink
Oh
stick.
yeah.
I just painted it with the ink stick. It's like a pastelish.
I love that almost print-like quality.
Yeah, just the
it almost feels
stamping.
like a monotype or something.
Yeah. And then I marbled it, and then I go back to wash with the brush and the regular watercolor.
Wow, and you had time to do it. How did you dry it?
I use the hair dryer
Oh, okay.
in between steps.
I don't know why I'm asking that question. How did you dry it? I used the hair dryer, Rob. Oh. I thought you had some like, I don't know.
Yeah, iron also works.
Horsehair. I have a horsehair brush that actually dries faster than by a candle. No. That's amazing. The swirly sort of rainbow things you've got going. You know, it reminds me. When I was a kid, I would look down in the parking lot and down at the oil down on the ground. You get all these rainbow effects. It looks just like that.
Oil stains.
Yeah. Makes it great.
That's exquisite, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely exquisite.
Thank you.
I think you should do that I think you should do these about 10 feet by 10 feet.
Oh yeah, I'm going to do that, but you have to do it in the base tank. Maybe I couldn't find a larger container. Yeah, I do have a piece. It's like 6 feet.
Just do it in your swimming pool.
Oh, I don't have swimming pool. I'll find out.
You can sell them for $1 million. And
maybe we could buy maybe some.
10%.
Yeah, some basin kind of thing. Yeah.
Look at all that. I love all this sort of raggedy brushstroke things you got going here. They look so unconscious.
Actually, it's very control. I just tried to copy his brush marks.
They are very conscious then, huh?
Yeah. I try to find order in the chaos. Yeah.
Hey, on the bottom here with the red, is that a mark? Is that a sort of seal or?
That's what he does. I think it's
Okay.
it's like a octopus or whatever. I do see this like a underwater under sea scenery kind of.
Uh-huh.
I don't
That's
know.
just
Is
really
it like a
fun to look
spider or a crab?
For sure. Well, thank you very much. It's
Yeah,
really
this
a lot
is
of fun to look at. Wow.
this was done on double weight rice paper, double shred rice paper.
Okay.
Thank you.
The rice paper doesn't have sizing in it, right?
This is unsized rice paper. Unsized. Yeah, there are sized, unsized, and semi-sized.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the unsized double weight. Yeah, it's sturdy, absorbent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for the class.
Thank you, Henry.
Thank you, Rob.
Great work, and thank you very much for that demo. That just really added to the class very much.
Thank you. My pleasure.
And